If you are willing to do some quick presentation for the road, footpath, compound wall with chain link, here are a few tips which I can give you. Say, for example, first of all, try to create your required layout in a two-dimensional format. Make sure as far as possible if you keep the closed islands, that is, islands are always a closed area, so it will be easier for you to use the magic wand. Now, to construct this road, what I have done is I have used mesh without any thickness. Minus 200 was its offset to home story. And then cover fill, this is optional. If you want, you can use this. I have used 25% with a gray color. The override surface, top surface was a pavement asphalt. And then how to place this, you just have to simply use this space bar in this close area. You will see how this is how it will get created. You want to see the element in 3D? Definitely you can check this. So this is what we have developed right now. The further part, for example, how to develop this footpath. For that, the wall which I have constructed was with some special surface which I have designed. That also I'll let you know. So this wall was designed with a basic structure, brick as a building material, 200 as a height, minus 200 as its bottom offset to home story, 250 was its thickness. Now this surface which I have designed, black and white strip, I'll let you know how I have designed that. So first of all, I'll just say okay for this. To construct this, now remember, if you use a magic wand, then this will try to create a closed geometry. You can definitely go ahead with this, okay? And then by keeping this suspend group on, you can just try to remove, or otherwise you can actually keep them also as it is, but you can just flip them, okay? Because later I can use this for my compound wall which I want to design. So I'll just try to flip it inside. And the corner pieces, you can trim them or delete them as a matter of continuity. So that solely depends on your need, okay? So same way I can just try to place this wall. Now let's try to find out how the things are looking in 3D. So this is what we have developed. Then you will say how to develop this surface. Now remember the inner wall yet we have to modify. So this is only the wall which I was added on the periphery of the road, which you can consider. So to get this kind of a surface effect, you can use even a basic paint as your tool and create two strips. I have developed a 300 pixels by 300 pixels image, and in that you can check out black strip and white strip. This is what the combination I have designed. You can save this file as a PNG or GIF file or ZPEG file. That is totally on your convenience. Now, how to develop this surface? So it's a very simple thing. If you just go inside the surfaces and if you just check out, you should take a base material as any, like I have took this paint titanium white, and then once that was taken, I'll click on the new and then I'll say duplicate and I'll give the required name, that is black and white strips and so on. And further, if you just check out the definition which you have to go for in the basic engine, that in the textures, you should try to add this file by using the browse. You should go inside the add and then hunt for that file which you have generated and then just try to add this. I'm just saying cancel because already the image was added. So you can see the black and white strip image was now there, and this should be there in your Cine render also. The reason behind using this kind of a image was nothing but I should able to see the effect in my 3D window also without render, and if in case if I render the scene, I should able to get the similar effect. Otherwise, there are other methods also, but then you will not see the effect in 3D window, but you can surely see the effect in directly in your rendered window. So anyway, here when you try to copy the parameter that is from the basic engine, you will move to CineRender, and obviously you will use update CineRender settings from basic. So all these values will get automatically transmitted from the basic to CineRender, and you will get this kind of output. And once you get that particular surface ready, you should apply that. That's why you can check out on my this borderline of this footpath. This is supposed to be black and white strip on all the three sides I have added. Of course, you can click link option and keep it common for all the sides. Now, how about this inner wall, which we have recently developed? Now remember, what I can do is I can just select this, but again, because it's a group, it's better I should remove these elements. I'll add this other one also, and for them I'm going to keep them with the height. First of all, I'll keep them at a 0 level, because my above the footpath the presentation starts, so obviously why to unnecessarily place the wall below that. Maybe 900 is the height, and here I'll just try to use simple surface like this titanium white, and that's it. When I say OK, you will see the change. This is what now we have achieved. Okay, so now the next part is showing the inner ground. For that, you can just go back to the mesh. You can work with a skirt or without, that's optional. I'll just keep this as a 0, because both the things I'm going to say, for example, right now I'll keep it 0. I'll just use the grass as my this override surface option, and you can see that use for in case if you want to use the color fill, you can just definitely go for this option, that use fill from surface. Only thing, be careful about the number, pen number, you should choose the right one. See OK, you can click inside this closed area, same with this also. Now you can see the improvement. This is what you can get the overall view of your roads and footpath and everything. Now the footpath we have to add. So for the footpath, same way, the way you have completed this inner land area, I will try to do this. I'll just try to use the pick parameters, because then I'll show you what are the parameters I've picked. So this is again a mesh with a 200, and that is its skirting option 200, and fine, the remaining things are same. That cover fill was supposed to be with the use from the surface, the pattern, the pen number you can decide again, and the pavement stone 07, which actually I have collected from the catalog. So if you just go and check out in the surfaces, and if you just check out this is available. So if you go inside the new and see new from the catalog, and if you just check out in your link library, ArchiCAD library 25, in that if you just go and check out, there is a pavement folder, and from the pavement folder you can select the one which is suitable for your presentation. What are the pattern? This is for a quick presentation I'm talking. If you want to develop your own pattern, you can surely do that also. So anyway, this particular pattern or the surface which we have already acquired. Now let's place this. Now when you place this inside this area, you will see that the boundary which is getting identified was even trying to overlap with the wall. So if you just check out, this is what is happening, that you are this border of the footpath and the footpath itself, they are overlapping. So I have to definitely edit this also. So I'll be just trying to quickly offset this by using 250 as my offset value. So this is what I have completed, and I can mirror the same. So I'll just put Ctrl Shift M, and later you can actually stretch it also if you want. So I'll just try to mirror this. Okay, now I can see my 3D effect. Now you can see how it looks. Okay, so this is what is supposed to be the pavement and the its border or the curb wall, which you can call. Uh, Same effect you can even try to give on this side also. So I'll just try to make sure all the settings are matching as per your current need. So I've completed this. Same way I'll try to copy this, and obviously I'll try to complete this. Okay, so you can check out how altogether the things are now going to look. Now it's time to add this chain link on top of this compound wall. So for that, what I suggest you is to use this railing tool. So if you just try to figure out this, that there's a railing tool, okay, and how the settings are done, that's very important. So if you just go inside the railing, the first page, the railing option, how much it is above the floor. So I've took this as a 1 meter. You can fine tune this as per your need. So whether it can be 900, 1 meter, you can decide that. This depends on your how it works. So associative or static, you can again check as per your current need. In this segment page, make sure that you have selected the railing height as 1500. Again, this can be get adjusted as per your need. Similarly, the segment pattern settings, I'll suggest you to use this third option, which is nothing but equally distribute pattern. And then this maximum length I kept 1500. So this works better than compared to these two. There is no top rail, so all the top rail options are removed. Handrail is also removed. Rails, it depends, if in case you need any division in between the panels, you can add the rail. Otherwise, there is no rail at present. Inner post, which is a very important setting, which I have considered as a squarish one, 50 by 50. And remember the segment top, that is -100. So this is from the overall height of the rail -100. That is above the, what you can see, the limit. So it will get projected above. So minus. So if you give a plus, you will realize that this will go inside the area. So I have to go for negative value to pop it out. Okay, so this what we have done. Same way for the bottom side also. And then fixing, yes, it do have a fixing plate. So this is what I have added. So again, it depends the size of the plate and everything you can check out. So this is what is the fixing plate is supposed to be. You have a type of how the post should be shown in the floor plan, so you can decide what kind of a shape you want to representation shape. And then after that, there's a balusters, no balusters I'm going to use. Panel, of course, I'm using. This is something which is again important. So remember the panel which we have used is a panel, railing panel 25. 25, obviously I'm working in release 25, that's the reason. Whichever is the release, you can check that number. Now segment top offset and the segment bottom offset, that is something important. If you check the first page, here the framing and fixing, both the options I've kept on, so there will be the frame also, okay, and there is a fixing also, correct. Now apart from that, the sizes over here you have to confirm. The number of fixing horizontal say number of fixings horizontally 0, but then fixing on the vertically 2. So these are the 2 and horizontal are 0. Now the main important thing which you have to remember, that in your 3D presentation You can check all the required things, for example, panel, the glass which they have mentioned as a building material. Frame I took, and fixing also I took as a steel as my building material. Only thing I have done the override for the panel surface. That means I am not taking the glass. I am taking to work for the override. Okay, so override was supposed to be the panel. The panel was, which I have override the surface, was metal, fence, chain link. You can get this also directly, and if you want to use some modification or a better definition, I have taken it from the library, and that was supposed to be 25. Was again, you can see the suffix. Okay, so choose whichever is suitable for you, and that's it. You just have to make sure that post is also designed properly. So the post also has to be get projected -100 on both the sides. Again, the fixings for the post. So please try to give the proper dimensions and everything. And again, its presentation, you can choose how it should be displayed in your floor plan for the 2D presentation. And fine, almost the things are done. Uh, you can start placing this. So by chance, if you use the space bar and you try to identify the close boundary, and if you click, you will realize this is how it is working for you. Okay, and if you go inside the 3D, got the thing? Okay, fine. And so the offset, you can remember the 1000 was the offset because my projection of the post was supposed to be from the -100. So that way, altogether, the bottom of the railing and the ground, there was a 1000 gap, not the 900. So all these things you just have to make sure, you just have to fine tune. I hope you have understood, and definitely you can achieve better and quick presentation. So remember that your Rail tool is really effective and interesting also for such quick presentations. So try this, and do try to improve your presentations very quickly and efficiently.